What's up guys, this is Yasser. Welcome back to my channel. You're watching Yasser's Fit Frag, and today I'm going to talk about something really interesting. I'm sure many people do this, but it's not so evident in YouTube, generally, at least from what I've seen. If you have seen some great videos on this particular topic, definitely let me know, because today I'm going to talk about 5 different perfumes that I've been mixing and wearing. Okay, it's in general terms it is called as layering, but there is a difference. Some people layer 2 different perfumes or 3 different perfumes over each other, which I would definitely not recommend. I'm not a big fan of layering over each other, but I'm definitely a fan of using 2 different perfumes at the same time. So I'll tell you exactly what the difference is. So layering can mean in both the ways. Some people, what they do is, let me just show you in the video. Now let's say this is Bulgari Marine. I spray it here, 1 spray. And then let's say this is Nishane Saffron Colonize. Okay, Saffron Colonize. Let's say they spray it on the same spot again here. This is what I don't prefer doing. Do not layer perfumes that way. And the reason is, the perfumer of this one would have done to the best of his knowledge to create this one. The perfumer of this one would have done to the best of his knowledge to create this one. So when you try to mix it, in the sense layer it over each other, the molecules can react differently. React in the sense it can produce a very different smell, and that can sometimes turn very odd. So what I would suggest is, this is what I personally do. I wear 1 perfume at the back of my shirt, the other perfume at the front of my shirt and my shoulders and arms. Okay, this is how I play around with 2 or 3 different perfumes. Generally I play around with only 2. I'm talking about 5 different perfumes which actually give me compliments and great reactions when I played this combo role. So my style of layering is not spraying on the same spot, but spraying 1 perfume at the back of your shirt, the other perfumes on the sides and front of your shirt. So let's get started. The first combination that I ever tried which gave me compliments was Bulgari Aquamarine, okay, with Nishane's Saffron Colonize. Not Nishane Colonize, that is different from this one. I love this one more than the plain Colonize, because this has that nice masculinity, has that dry, beautiful, sweet leather along with some grassy feel, a dry citrus, and it is fantastic, guys. It smells very class, especially when I combine with Bulgari Marine. Okay, my wife was the first one to compliment this one. She generally doesn't compliment me, guys, because she's already used to all my perfumes, so she compliments only when she really likes it. Okay, so I played around with this, and this I sprayed it at the front and this at the back, because this really projects like a beast. Okay, so I don't like heavy projecting perfumes when I wear it at the front, because it keeps projecting and it sometimes buzzes my brain. But this one actually doesn't do that, but heavy projecting ones I usually prefer wearing at the back of my shirt. Okay, so this at the back, this at the front, and it was magical, guys. It actually created a beautiful aroma. I was not expecting my wife to compliment me, but she did it. Performance in this one is brilliant. Okay, it goes 10 plus hours with 3 to 4 hours of projection. This is an Aquatic ambroxan base, so you may or may not sense the smell, but it still performs good 7 to 8 hours. So both, when layered together, in my way of layering, creates a beautiful aroma, and you will most likely be complimented. So let's go to the next one. This is again to do with Nishane Saffron Colonize. Okay, and then Marc Antoine Barroa's Ganymede. Okay, this is a salty mineral sort of a fragrance, and usually I use these 2 beast mode fragrances for marriage occasions. Okay, because they are definitely beast mode, especially for daytime summer occasions when you have a wedding in the outdoors. This is what I go with. Okay, I play around with the combination of these 2. This at the sides, which is the shoulders and the front, this at the back again. You can either switch it around based on how you like it. But again, I was complimented by my far relative in that marriage function, because he's also into niche style of fragrances. He wears Black Orchid by Tom Ford generally, and is a big fan of that. He also has Silver Mountain Water by Creed. So I'm sure he knew that this was something in the niche style, and he immediately complimented me, which was about like 1.5 hours, 2 hours after I sprayed this in the marriage function, and I realized that these 2 combination also works really nice. Okay, fantastic combo. Mineral Aquatic with sweet leather and dry citrus, that sort of a combination. Okay, so those were the two combos that I mentioned. The last one is La Nuit de l'Homme Frozen Cologne, which is a little difficult to find these days. You can even play around with the plain La Nuit de l'Homme if you still have it. This and Hermenegildo Zegna's Javanese Patchouli. Okay, this is a niche brand, costs around 14,000-15,000, but trust me guys, I was complimented by my colleague who never complimented me on any of my perfumes till date, and I was surprised. I don't know which one was actually projecting. It was about 4 hours after I applied this, these two, so I don't know which one actually gave him whiffs which he felt that I'm smelling really good, and he asked about my fragrance. Since this one does not perform that great, I thought it could be this one which actually gave him whiffs. So when he asked me which perfume that I was wearing, I told him that it was Javanese Patchouli by Hermenegildo Zegna. Okay, but it could be the combination of both. I'm not really sure because I was indoors in office, air conditioned setup, so probably this also projected pretty good, and maybe the aroma of the combination of these two beauties created that feel which he felt like complimenting. So these two are the third one which you can layer and play around. Okay, so I'm gonna do furthermore videos about layering combination which actually gives me compliments. I'm not really going to tell you about every perfume that I layer and play around because I've done a lot, so it's not necessary that everything should be the best combo. So I'm only going to speak about the ones which gave me good reactions and the ones which I feel which actually blends well when they are worn together. Okay, so sometimes I've seen scenarios where I've tried this combo but it didn't turn out well, so I'm not going to suggest you those. So it's not going to be random as to whatever I do a combo and try, I'm going to speak about it. I'm going to speak about only those that actually worked out well when I did this combo. So today's video is only about these three combination which included 5 different perfumes. So stay tuned to watch more of these videos if you're interested, because this usually happens when people are bored of one particular perfume. They are more curious to play around and get a different feel of the two beauties that they like. So I also do it for the same reason. Sometimes I just get bored with the same fragrance smelling the whole day, so that's the reason I play around, and it sometimes really works out well, like these 5 that I mentioned. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what combination or what layering have you played around. Do you layer over each other, or do you spray different areas with different perfumes? Let me know in the comments down as to what you have tried and which worked out well for you. So that's about it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in case you've tried any of these combinations. Stay tuned. See you next time soon. Cheers.